Hello and welcome. Welcome to the latest in the Data Agility series on the management and application of information. Today I'm speaking with Guy Pritchard of Sustainability Victoria. Welcome, Guy.
Thanks, Ian, and thanks for the opportunity to have a chat.
What I wanted to talk to you about today, Guy, was I wanted to talk to you about what you've described as the flick, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first up, tell us a little bit about SV and a little bit about yourself, please.
Yeah, Sustainability Victoria is an agent of the state government, and we focus on two main areas in energy efficiency and waste and resource recovery infrastructure.
Okay, thanks. The flick. What's the flick? Tell us about that.
The flick is the change from looking at data as a historical perspective and looking back at what was done through to looking at what is possible in the future and what the data is telling us about what that future could be.
That's a big theme right across, it's right across the economy, whether it's in government or in the private sector. Tell us a bit more. What are you projecting? How far out are you projecting? What's the impact on the potential impact for the economy? What's the potential impact on the environment?
We're planning 30 years ahead, so the statewide infrastructure plan looks 30 years into the future. So our data will need to actually give us some idea of what the waste streams are going to be in the future. And we've sort of tracking the correlations between the volumes of waste in tonnes and the population growth, and there's a very tight correlation there. And we then look down at what is in those waste streams. So what materials are going through those waste streams and what are the correlations and what are the things that are going to affect those waste streams into the future.
So we've got the waste data, but we're also interrogating other data, as I understand, things like rainfall data and the commodity prices, such as the price of oil.
Yes. So looking for the correlations, we know that there is a very tight correlation between the production of organic waste and rainfall patterns. And it's looking at the historical trend, you can see that pattern emerge, which then you can project forward. Similarly with plastics and glass and other commodities, we know that if commodity prices drop, we would be looking at a drop in that sort of recovery of that plastic waste.
And you're doing some really quite leading things, aren't you? You've got a real focus on the data, you've got a real focus on the quality of the data, the reliability of the data, and you're now able to apply techniques such as machine learning to this.
Yes, we've got our data now in a structure that we can actually interrogate it more fully and to start looking at using some of those different technologies to see what else that data can tell us and to see what other stories that can be generated and to bring in other data sets to actually bring it to life a bit more, that then you can have a look forward about what potentially could happen. What policies do we need to have in place? What infrastructure we're going to need to recover more from the waste stream? So yes.
This is a really significant strategic contribution that Sustainability Victoria is now making to the state of Victoria, both economically and in terms of the environment.
Yes, the better the data, the better the evidence, the better the policy making, and the better the infrastructure plans that can go forward with it.
Guy, that would be a fantastic way to close this conversation. It's the reliability of the data, your ability to apply it, and to apply it in all those areas you described, from policy making right through to implementation. That's the nub of it, I reckon. I think we've got to it pretty quickly. Thanks ever so much for your time this afternoon.
Thanks, Ian.